Hey. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day. No matter where you at in the world, this is the Elder Andre, and you know who I got with me? Say your name. Say your name.
Nestor G is in the house.
And
Love it.
that sound like old school. Some of y'all young folks don't know about Destiny's Child with the say my name. I ain't gonna
Say
sing
my
it. I
name,
ain't gonna
say
sing
my name.
it. This is another episode of How to Why Do with the Elder and Mr. G. I'm coming to you for another Sunday, June. Starting to get hot out there. If y'all haven't
Yeah,
noticed,
86.
nice and warm, nice and warm. Coming from two different locations. I happen to be in Indiana
Hey,
right now. Hey, the hometown.
NBA.
And
NBA.
yeah, she's in VA. She's in VA. Yeah, we said that very quietly, very quietly. VA, but
It's,
that's okay. But we got another episode for you. Our sixth, I believe. It's our sixth.
this is actually 7. I went back and looked.
Seven?
We've been doing this. Is actually
What?
number 7.
I need to add some more fingers to the digits. I
Yes,
need
so
to add some
let
more.
me see. 5. There you go. We on 7. I get my nails done today, y'all. I'll be trying.
We got a pretty good one. Pretty good one. And we're gonna deal with dreams and visions
Yeah.
on today. Dreams and visions. We all dream. We
Mm-hmm.
all have visions. But we want to talk about why do we have these dreams? How do we have these dreams? Why do we have these visions? What's the point of it? Is it because you just ate too much on Sunday? You got the cat chasing you and 10-foot spiders. Like what is the purpose of these dreams and visions? So that's what our how to why do it's going to be about today, dreams and visions. And I hope y'all enjoy. As always, y'all can check all of these episodes out. This one and the Elder and the Truth on our YouTube channel.
Mhm.
The Elder and the Truth. Always check us out on Facebook. We're doing the live thing right now. We had some technical difficulties, but you know how it is. We working through it.
Yeah,
And Sinestra, hit them up with your stuff. Where can they find you at?
so you guys know you can always hit me up on Facebook. Now I've condensed.
Hmm.
I tell you every week, condensed down. So just hit me up on Facebook. Let me know. Hey, I seen you on Elder and the Truth, and then I'll be able to get back with you. But that's where you hit me up, Sinestra Brinkley Whiting. So that's me.
Cool.
Or
If
you
y'all
can
could
just
tell,
come to church with me on Sunday, and we can just.
hey, come on now, come
I'm
on. You doing that? You doing that evangelist thing? I like that. I like that. I like that. I
or
like that.
see me on 105.5. Well, hear me on 105 point 104.5. It's so backwards right now. 104.5 WRAR, where you can hear me on every Sunday from 9:15 to 10 a.m. And I mean, I love it because we play the best gospel music, give you some inspirational words with Dr. Davina Smith. I mean,
Hmm.
we just have a good time every Sunday morning, time to uplift you and get you going for your Sunday.
Hey, I like that. I like that. I like that. Doing some people around here doing big things. I'm just trying to follow in their footsteps, y'all. I'm just trying to keep up. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to keep up. So go ahead and get us started. I'm sending out some likes and some shares
Okay,
um,
okay. Are
for the
you on
peoples.
Facebook?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook. Can you not linked
Ooh.
up?
Yeah, I don't see you on here. I don't
Ah,
know why. I don't
I
see you.
don't either, but it's all right. But go ahead, hit us up.
Okay.
Um, we don't want to get too far into it, but she had a dream, y'all. And no, she's not Martin Luther King, but she
No,
had a dream, and
I
and she ain't gonna give us some details, but
a good dream.
she gonna share
Yeah,
with the people
I'm,
today.
I'm gonna give you a
This
little bit because I want to make
snippet.
sure that
Let's
we're.
get snippets.
Oh,
You know,
there you are. Okay.
and we can't give out secrets. We can't give out secrets
Right.
because when I tell you the Lord is doing some stuff, y'all just don't know.
Just wait. I mean, okay. So, have you ever? So,
Uh-huh.
you got a picture. Have you ever fell asleep and you start dreaming? Now, sometimes the doctor says always turn off the TV and stuff because you're gonna dream whatever's on TV, and
Right. That's what
you
they
will go.
say.
However, have you ever had a dream like 3 times? The same dream, but every
Uh-huh.
time you dream it, it happens again, like the same dream. It just gets more colorful. Like the
Right.
picture comes in, like you can see faces, you can see colors of shirts, you can see different things. So
Mm-hmm.
that's the times where I'm like, okay, this is no joke. This is something I need to follow.
Right.
And then I get up and I call the first person that pops in my head. And sometimes the first person that pops in your head is not the person you're supposed to tell. So however, you just go to the next list. So, but I had this dream, you guys, and so it's gonna come up where I'm now putting it in on paper because
Okay.
you keep this by your bed. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
sometimes you'll get up and you be like, "Oh, what was that again?" And you write it down. Write it down. They say write it down, make it plain, and
Right.
then pray over it.
Mhm.
Pray
Mhm.
over it. I'm looking at myself. Pray over it. I'm trying to focus, but
Focus.
you
Focus.
pray over it, and then figure out how can you make this come alive. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So, um, but what I have coming up is going to be so
Oh, yo,
big and
mind.
awesome. Now I've already shared it with Elder, and it is going to be amazing. So we're gonna look for some things coming up. You know, my biggest goal in this vision that I have
Mhm.
is going to be I want ministers out there that you don't normally see. I'm not
Mm.
looking for pastors. I'm not looking for the bishops. I'm not looking for any of them. I'm looking for evangelists. I'm looking for prayer warriors. Those are the type of folks that I'm looking for.
Mhm.
Somebody that's
Mhm.
not afraid to open their mouth and praise.
Okay.
Pray over folks. You
Okay.
know what I mean? You can't be scared. If you scared, say you scared, but you can't be scared in this instance because what
Okay.
we have is going to be awesome. When you leave out of the building, you're probably going to be sweating and need a hand towel.
Ooh,
That's how
that
big
I
this
like that.
is.
I like that. I
So
like that.
visions. Today we're talking about visions. How to push your vision, how
Mhm.
to and why do we sometimes sleep on our vision?
Mm. Mm.
Sometimes we
Mm.
sleep on
So,
something.
so you know me. I got questions. I
Yeah,
always got
I got
questions.
answers.
We we brought out dreams and visions. What is the difference between a? What do you think a difference is between a dream and
And
a vision? Mm-hmm.
that's a good one. So a dream is something that you really have on your heart.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Martin Luther King said he had a dream
Yeah,
and
the
he
dream.
meant that thing. He meant it, and what his dream came true.
Mm-hmm.
His dream was he had to set the foundation for what was to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, but the dream is that you have to start the process of the dream. The
Okay.
vision of it, I can say the vision is when you're sitting back and you're just imagining everything in the process. So I'm gonna say the vision is the process.
Okay.
That
Okay.
for me. Now it might not
Okay.
be for you, but the
Okay.
vision for me would be the process because I'm now envisioning what I need to do first, what I need to do second, because you don't want to
Mm.
skip. Because I can tell you, oh, I had this dream and I need to go get shirts. Okay. But I didn't set the foundation because you have no
Uh,
clue why I need these shirts, right?
right. Right.
So
Right.
no, but I dreamed about it and now it's here. Now
Mm-hmm.
I got to put it out there. So
Okay.
it's going to
Okay.
be like who's on board, right? Really, for me, it's going to be who's on
Okay.
board and
Okay.
who's ready to really do this thing. What about you?
I see dreams a little more general.
Okay.
Um, kind of the wish factor. Kind of the hope factor that man, it would be nice if and you dream of the big house, you dream of
Yeah.
the nice car, you dream of, was it graduating, uh, um, with 4.0 or whatever the case may be. You dream of that big job. Oh, someone didn't get the memo. Someone didn't get the memo. You don't call during studio time. You don't call during studio time.
I'm like,
But
go ahead.
dream, I seen that more of, man, it would be nice of vision. I
Mhm.
really believe the vision is almost like what you said, the process, but it's also a tangible viewpoint of what's to come.
Right.
So I see vision as more tactical,
Uh-huh.
more practical, um, doable. Honestly, I see a vision as something that's doable.
Mhm.
Kind of God allowing you to see a peek into the possibilities that you have within inside of yourself.
Gotcha.
That's how I see visions as a um, more tactical, more practical, more something you can kind of take to the bank. Like, okay, I'm working towards this vision. So that's kind of how I see the difference between dreams and visions. And then, of course, we could always go into open dreams, open visions,
Hmm.
when you sleep, and the difference between your mind just being overworked, and then also those dreams or visions that the Lord brings or that God may bring to you. And it may be because you are doing too much during the day that you don't shut your mind off. And the
Hmm.
only time that someone, those times when I remember as a kid wanting to go out. I can't say kid, as a teenager wanting to go out, and I would wait till my dad was in his chair, half asleep. Hey dad, me and my friends, we about to go run. Huh? Yeah, yeah.
Right,
Where y'all
right.
going? Yeah, we about to go run. All right. All right, y'all just be safe. Like, out the door. So a lot of times God may have to wait till you're asleep to actually start talking to you. And
Mm.
we got examples through that all throughout the Bible. Where there was Abraham who was asleep and God came to him, in visions. That happened to David, Solomon. That happened to the prophets. We see that all throughout the Bible where men had dreams. And even the scripture that you had brought up earlier about write the vision and make it plain to
Yep.
who that read it run thereby. So that's kind of the differences I look at when we're talking about a dream and a vision. And me personally, I perk up when someone says, "Ooh, I had a vision." Oh, really? And what,
Who did
what,
that?
what happened? What's going on? So
Right.
how do you? Let's work on vision,
Hmm.
because I've been also talking about vision for the last month and a half. So my
Right.
ears have perked up. How do you how do you decipher your vision?
Mm.
How do you decipher that? Because a lot of times you may have some crazy stuff in your vision. And you're like, whoa, where'd that happen? Where they do that at? But how do you actually decipher and take the good out of the vision? Like, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna
Right.
do that.
Um, I can say that, like, everybody will tell you that this happens to me all the time. Whenever
Mm-hmm.
I do my events, I had a vision a long time ago about having a birthday party, and I asked God, I said, I really want to do a birthday party that is all music. I just want
Mm,
all my friends that I've ever sung with, that has ever
right.
been in any programs that I've gone to. I just want them all to come to one place.
Mm.
So that's a good question because I actually got a great. This is a good one for you. So I think about that, and I remember when I was putting it together,
Right.
I had the dream that the church was full, like
Okay.
no seats weren't filled, like every seat was filled,
Mm-hmm.
and the color was purple, and I was standing up there on stage just looking with tears in my eyes. However, in that vision, when I was sleeping, because that's when God normally talks to me.
Right.
But when I was sleeping, it was like nobody was there though. There at first it was like none of the seats were full.
Mm.
So then about a couple weeks later, I had the dream again. But this time I saw people coming in the door.
Ooh.
So it was like it was coming in pieces. And I was like, oh, okay, okay. But I didn't know who the people were. You know what I mean? It's like
Right.
it's not like, oh, it was my aunt or it was my uncle or is this person. I didn't know who the people were. Now, For Him is the gospel group I was singing with for years. We haven't done it during COVID that much, except for some occasions. But um, I've been singing with them for years, so of course I see them. I already know they already on the billet. I mean, they don't have no.
Right.
They know I'm gonna come to them and say, "I need y'all here, this place, this time." I always plan stuff and then tell them later what they're supposed to do. So, um,
Okay. Okay.
so then I knew I had a band that
Mm-hmm.
was willing to do the birthday party. So I
Okay.
was good. So then it was like my planning stage. So now I'm taking my dreams, my vision, I'm putting it all in place. I'm putting it all in a process.
Right.
Who's gonna be there? Now, how do I ask them? And I wanted to make sure everything was in play by October, by
Okay.
the beginning, because my birthday's in November
Okay.
22nd for everybody. So
Yeah. Wow.
So I planned it. Everything was good. And I remember one person telling me that they weren't gonna be able to make it and that they only get paid. And I remember I was like, really? I don't remember going to any church event and anybody paying for him to sing.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like if a church asks us to sing, we come.
Yeah, I was just saying.
You know, this
He went
isn't something
Hollywood. He
yeah,
went Hollywood.
it isn't something to where it's like I need you to sing 8 or 9 songs. I just wanted to see if you'd come sing because you've been like in my visual for a long time, for years.
Right.
It's okay. Feelings ain't hurt. I was like, okay, never mind. That's not what we're doing. This is volunteer. You don't have to be there. It's a Friday night. Bye. But I had people come from Maryland,
Mm,
DC, all over just to come. North Carolina, because my aunt had moved down there. She came back up here just to sing. And I mean, it was like so many people were there. I knew that I was blessed because the vision I had for my birthday party was to gather God's people, not my normal church family, because I know they'll show up. But there was
right.
also something else that weekend, so I knew they were all going to be busy. But um, everybody that I've sang with in the past showed up, and even that person that said he wasn't going to sing, he was actually singing in one of the groups. So
Wow.
but not because he knew it was my birthday. I think he just came because his pastor told me he had to be there because he sings in the group. But but it's really funny that the vision that I had was to just
Hmm.
bring God's people together. And with that, the connections that were made there, people that were
Right.
singing, people got to hear people they don't normally hear.
Right.
So my thing, I think that God gave me the ability to connect folks,
Okay.
you
Okay.
know, but the vision, I mean, the thing was that the bad stuff in it, I weed out. you
Right.
know you don't want to bring anything negative into what you got going on. And
Right.
even if you ask somebody to help you out with your vision and they start saying, well, you actually should do this or you actually should do that, it's like, hold on,
Yeah, I have this.
that's my vision.
Right.
Not your vision.
Right. Right.
you know
And even with that, people have to be you. Even with your vision, and as you're working it out, people have to be in the right place for the right time for the right thing, for that vision to work out. We had
Mhm.
talked about Martin Luther King and his dream,
Right.
and what he wanted. But I think people oftentimes, as beautiful as that speech was, I think people forget the work that was involved in putting that together.
Oh
I
yeah.
think people forget the turmoil, the nights he spent in prison, the
Hmm.
death threats, all just to see that. And the funny thing is and it's not really even funny, it's just a euphemism I use, but it wasn't even for him.
It was
That
for
dream he had was not for him. He
no.
didn't even get to see the dream that he had. Now
Right.
that's something. So the dream or vision that he had for us, as African Americans, as people of color,
Hmm.
for the equality, to be able to, do all the things that the speech talks about, he did not get to see not one
Right.
iota of it. But he still pressed forward. So even adding that to the definition, that a lot of times there may be dreams, there may be visions that you have that you don't benefit from, your kids may benefit from, your grandkids may benefit from, family members, other people that you may not even know that you're connected to may benefit from. And even the illustration you brought about the singing, you don't know who showed up. You
I didn't
don't
know who was
know.
going to show up, to be
Right.
honest.
You don't know if someone recorded and sent that, and that was blessing somebody over in Albany, New Mexico, that
Right.
you still have nothing to know about. That a
Right.
career could have got started off of a vision that you have. So
Mhm.
it's important, as we go through this, when you're talking about your vision, um, it's also important to remember that it's not your vision is never selfish, but it
Mhm.
should be for other people. It should be to better other people or to help other people. Um, my quick vision, if I can give it, actually is this podcast that we're doing. But I
Okay.
remember, it's necessary to remember this. We were in church together.
Mhm.
And I just turned around and looked at her. I was like, we need to do something together. And and that was her face. And she said, Okay, what do you got in mind? I was like, I'll call you. We'll talk.
Mm-hmm.
And we just had a conversation for about an hour, and we was just talking, talking, talking. She's like, well, what's on your heart? I was like, I don't know. I just got this sense of this, this, this. She's
Mm-hmm.
like, man, yeah, I often wonder, how we do some things. And I was like, yeah, I wonder why too. She's like, that's a good topic. That's what you talking about. How we, why we, and we put that thing together. How to, why to. I was like, oh, look at God. Look at God. But it was a vision I had of me and her just talking, because if y'all haven't noticed, we have a very good working relationship. And the Lord, hey, there's something there. And so
Mm-hmm.
we just worked that thing out, and here we
Yeah.
are. And who's to say what God can utilize this for,
Right.
what God can move this for? But we worked, we pressed forward.
Mm-hmm.
I just woke up for a nap because I was tired. So
Well,
you
I
press forward. Yep, you
must
press
be.
forward. So even in that vision, just understanding that work is involved. It's
Mm-hmm.
not always easy. Roads not always going to be paved, and sometimes you may not even see the benefits. You know, I saw some people on, Brittany, Mr. Jackson, which is a coworker of mine. I see Miss Perkins on. Hey, Miss Angela Perkins, we're gonna have to have you on one of these days, Miss
I
Angela,
saw
because
nobody on this side.
I'm sorry, Sinestro. I'm seeing all the people because Miss Angela, look, y'all, we gonna introduce her one day. She gonna be on here with us. Look, the
Mm-hmm.
lady got some words. She has
Yes.
some words. So I'm shouting out you, Miss Angela Perkins, Mr. Jackson, Brittany Slater, old coworker, Miss Helen as always,
Miss
and Rochelle is on. Rochelle is on.
Rochelle with the
Rochelle is
cake.
on.
Rochelle with the cakes. Jesus bless your hands. Bless your hands, Jesus. Woo, you ain't had a Rochelle cake. I don't know what to tell you.
Look,
You
if
know,
you gonna bring out Rochelle cake, I gotta bring Helen cookies. I gotta
oh
bring
my
Helen
goodness.
cookies. Look, Helen, I'm nice too. And as you work that thing out, you just don't know how many people you can be a blessing to, or that you can help,
Right.
in the midst of just the vision that you have when you work it out.
Mm-hmm.
Because the worst thing to have is regret.
That
When it's all said and done, and you're like, man, I wish I would have, man, it would have been nice if I. Because my mom used to tell me something, and I'm gonna throw it back to you. My mom used to tell me something, me and my brother and my sister, when we were younger,
mm-hmm.
when we were scared to do something. She's like, look, the worst thing that they could ever say is no.
Yep. That's so
And I
true.
was like, huh? She's like, the worst they could say no. Then what if they say yes? And we would just give her this dumb, dumb look. She's like, no, the worst that anybody can ever say to you
Isn't it?
is no. And
Yep.
if they say no, then move on to the next one. Go
Mm-hmm.
on to the next one. Go to the next step.
Right.
So for those that are listening, that have a dream or a vision,
Mm-hmm.
start working that thing out. The
Yep.
process I took, notes, notes. I studied up, read a lot. Me and Sinesh, we had conversation upon conversation, brainstormed,
Yep.
and we just worked it out. And not to say that we're perfect or we got it all together, because we still working on this thing. As we was getting on, we got on late today. We had technical difficulties today, and we've had all kind of bumps. There was one podcast where we couldn't even hear each other. Like,
Mm-hmm.
we were silent. Like, things happen, but you keep pressing forward because someone needs what you got.
Right.
Guaranteed. Someone needs what you got.
Mm-hmm.
So press. Oh, didn't we have an episode about pressing? I
We
think
did.
we did. Look,
We
y'all
did.
need to go check that one out. I
Yes.
think we did.
Yes. Yes.
So, Sinestra, I am excited for
Mhm.
your vision.
Oh,
I'm excited to see that thing play out.
it's going to be
Y'all. Mm,
wonderful. I'm going to tell you, even with the visions, you got to
hmm
remember that your visions or your dreams that you want to do, like I love doing events,
right.
planning, but you have to make some sacrifices when you do.
hmm
And you have to remember that even in making your sacrifices, sometimes it can be financial. I have done things where I tell
She
them,
froze, y'all.
Corey,
Sinestra, you froze.
I froze. Now you're frozen. Not sure what's going on. Hold on. Hold on, guys.
Hey,
I
there
didn't
she go.
freeze like at all. Like,
You didn't?
no.
Oh,
Nope.
maybe that's just
I'm
me.
looking at it now, like on live, and I'm like, nah, I didn't freeze.
Oh,
He's
well,
frozen.
keep on talking then. Keep
Okay.
on talking.
I was talking about sacrifices. We do
Hmm.
make sacrifices. There's a few events that I did, and I did them more so for pictures to show
Right,
what I could do. And I would tell people, look, I'm not going to charge you for anything at all because I knew that I was going to have to make financial sacrifices in this, and my
right,
financial sacrifices were going to cost a lot more than I would charge somebody. Everything,
right.
all the materials that you have to get and stuff like that. So when I tell you my visions that I have, I'm very careful to move forward with them. I really have to sit back and pray over them first. And that's
Mm,
the biggest thing because maybe it was just a dream because my TV was on
right.
or because the lights were on. That sometimes if you ever fall asleep but your eyes seem to still flicker because the lights are
Hmm.
okay, so that's not a vision. There's no heavenly angel coming down or smoke stuff. You just didn't turn your lights out.
Talk,
you know,
talk to him. Talk to him. Talk to him. Talk to him
but
tough.
it's a process. It
Hmm.
really is. Once you do have that vision, guard that vision because you
Right.
don't want somebody else taking what you have.
True.
And it's like, okay, that wasn't what I was talking about. And
Right.
then you want to go forward with it, but that's not what I was talking about. So now you kind of sit back like you got a little attitude, not necessarily,
Backpedaling.
but it's like,
Backpedaling.
okay, now I'm gonna have to do this for myself. I'm
Right.
really gonna have to do this for myself. So we have God's business plan, and
Mm,
me and Tara Sims. She is a counselor. She's a family counselor. I love me some Tara Sims. And very wise woman. But she has something coming up Saturday. They
okay.
do prayer retreats.
Ooh.
Um, and I love the fact that they do these things.
Right.
So just to see somebody else's vision coming to life.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. I went to one before and she had kind of told me what we were going to do, but I really didn't expect what I got out of it. I was like, man, like I'm at one thing crying and carrying on, because they set it up so perfect. They set
Right.
up stations, and at each station, it was something else you had to do. Forgiving people. It said
Ooh.
forgiveness. Man, I had so many rocks in my hand, I didn't know what to do. And then I remembered she did that. And then I remember, but it's a process,
Right.
costly at
Right.
times, but it's a process. When you have visions, it's important to make sure, like I said, write them down. What
Yes.
is your goal? What is your end game in this vision?
Mm.
You know what I
The
mean?
why.
What is it?
The
That's
why.
that's the good thing.
Yep.
That's well, not the good. That's the biggest thing is if you don't reach that end goal, you're not going to feel complete.
Right.
And one thing about doing any vision is you want to complete your vision the way God intended you to complete that vision. So that's really
Man,
important.
you
Um,
about to get an amen.
I
You may
mean,
even get. Hold on. You gonna get some hand claps with
you
that one.
know
That was
what?
good.
He is really playing with these toys on here, y'all. I don't know. but I'm really excited for what's about to happen, what's gonna come up.
Yes.
And like I said, we are looking for powerful people.
Yes.
We're looking for not just powerful people, we're looking for folks to want to be a part of this vision.
Right.
I'm inviting you now, you
Come
know.
on now. Come on now. Step out there. You out
Look,
there now. You
sometimes
out there.
take some mustard seed and I'm putting the
You out
mustard
there.
seed in the dirt.
You out there.
Right now, what I'm doing is inviting you to something that I need you to have faith enough in to
Come on
jump
now.
in without asking me too many questions. So I'm telling you right now, this is going to be awesome. And I want you to be part of it, but you're going to get
Hmm.
a movement that you
Yes.
probably will have never, ever felt
Yes.
before.
And let me tell y'all, I'm co-signing. I'm co-signing. I'm co-signing all the way.
If you know me, I don't like doing small
Yeah.
stuff. I like
I'm co-signing.
I
I
like
am
doing things
co-signing.
big. So I mean, it's gonna be awesome. But
That was good. That was good. That's good. I want to leave y'all with this nugget. Like I told you, I've been dealing with vision and studying vision out for the last couple of weeks, month at this time. Um, and one of the questions that came up was the difference between Vision, a goal, and a mission or mission statement. So this is I'm gonna leave y'all with this nugget. Your vision or your purpose is your why. It's
Yeah.
the why you do what you do. That's your vision is the why. Your mission is how you actually accomplish that why.
Mm-hmm.
It's the steps you take, the feet hitting the pavement,
Right.
the work that's put in to accomplish the why of the vision. Your goal is those stepping stones
Mm-hmm.
that you meet or those markers you meet, also working up to your why, to your vision, to your purpose. Kind of to gauge yourself. So your vision is your why you're doing what you're doing. What's the purpose? This is why I'm doing it. This is my ultimate end game vision. This is it. Your mission is the work that's involved to attain that why.
Mm-hmm.
It's the work. It's the feet to the pavement. It's the knocking on the doors. It's the all the other ancillary things that you do to obtain that why. And your goals are your little stepping stones to see your progress or digress, whichever way you want to look at it, to actually obtaining that illustrious why. So I want to leave y'all with that nugget, and also something else I want to start doing. One of our brothers that helped and inspire me, Mr. Crummel Lee Mooring, Pastor Lee Mooring,
Hey, Pastor.
on the 11th of June
Mm-hmm.
this month, he has a play that he has coming out. And he didn't ask me to do this. He didn't see this is part of vision. This is
Nuggets
part
in.
of vision. This
You
is part of vision.
helping people's visions. Let's go.
This is part. Look, I believe in him. Like this is what we do. This is what we do. But he has a play Saturday, June 11th at 7 p.m. It's called All Counsel Ain't Wise. It's a
Right.
gospel play. If you're looking for tickets, you can email him at leemorning@allaboutone.com for group rates or any tickets that you may need. Again, that's leemorning@allaboutone.com for any group rates. And I think we're going to put this, we're actually going to send this out on the recording come Wednesday. So you can, for those that need to jot it down or didn't understand what the words that was coming out of my mouth.
Ah,
But it's All Counsel Ain't Wise, a gospel play by Lee Mooring, Pastor Lee Mooring, June 11th at 7 p.m. I'm excited.
that's
I
awesome.
know a lot of people that are involved in this, and this is going to be a good showing. And again, it's someone that had a vision, put the work in, still putting the work in, and
Mm-hmm.
I really believe that he's going to do an awesome job. And then there's others that have visions. But as we hear about them, you better believe we're gonna shout these people out.
Oh yeah.
Helen Cookies. You need to come up with a good name for your cookies, Miss Helen. And Rochelle and your cakes. We need those in our lives.
She has a name. Rochelle has a name. I wish I had a card for her, but she has a name for hers. But if you need a birthday cake, any
Mm.
cake, if you just need a cake and you know how to put the decorations on top, just stick it in the cake. Because that's what I do. I tell Rochelle, just give me this. I just
If
need I need the
I
cake.
need the plain
Can
cake,
you just put the swirl on it or do something like that? And then I come and put the extra on there.
the happy
Ooh,
birthday,
I'm
the
trying
one,
to
two,
tell you.
threes.
I just did a wedding and they were like, who made this cake? So I just did a wedding and the cake was awesome. So and it's very filling, so it's so good. But
Yes, 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 yes.
so those are their visions. Helen's
Hmm.
cookies. She does a couple things too, because I think she does gluten-free cookies. She does different types
Yes.
of cookies. So that's really good. And then of course Rochelle with her cakes. We got a lot of people that do different
Yeah.
things.
So
Um,
yeah, even
but
with that, if y'all interested in what we're talking about, hey, reach out to one of us.
yeah,
Y'all already know how to reach out to us on the YouTube channel,
hey,
the Facebook. Hey, questions, comments, concerns.
mhm.
If y'all want cookies, cakes to play, hey, hit us up. Let us know.
Events,
Because again, even though we may have our visions, we like to support others.
right?
Because others support us.
Yeah.
And though sometimes we may think we can do it by ourselves or alone, we
Hmm.
can't. We need each other. I needed Miss G in my life. I needed her with this because she brings some flair that I just don't have. Like, look, hold on, look, we gonna give it up to her again,
Oh my gosh.
Miss G, Miss G. If y'all can't tell, I got a new toy. So
Yes, he does. That was his purpose. It had nothing to do with me. He just wanted to use that just to let y'all know. Uh, so, I mean, like I said again, if you want to reach out to me, of course, it's Sinestra G.
Mm-hmm.
Sinestra Brinkley Whiting on Facebook, and then Sinestra G for Inspiration Connection Radio. And
Shush.
also, oh, I'm sorry. And that's every Sunday at 9:15 to 10 a.m. We give you the best
Come on.
gospel music and
Come on.
inspirational words from different pastors in the area, as well as Dr. Davina Smith. You can reach her on what is it? Davina's Dots. Davina's Dots. And Davina is all over the map. She is actually
Yes.
rated, guys, in the area as one of
Yes.
the number
Yes.
one inspirational doctors in the area. She's awesome. But I will say there is a prayer retreat this weekend as well. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Miss Lisa and Tara, they always do these prayer retreats and they are awesome. Like I said, I went before. Lisa Cousins Harris, it's theirs. And it's on my Facebook page. So if you want to get your tickets for that,
Check
make
her
sure
out.
you get your tickets. But that's going to be interesting too. That is down in Westmoreland State Park.
Mm.
So yeah,
Okay.
that's going to
All
be
right.
good in Montrose.
Well,
But
is that all we got? You got another?
I'm almost done.
All right.
So
Hit them.
visions, guard your vision,
Guard them.
push your vision,
Push them.
and speak your vision.
Ooh, I like
So
that
all
last
I'm
one.
going to tell y'all is when you get something in your head, when you really see something that you really want to do,
Mm-hmm.
put it down on paper because that's where it starts. And
Mm.
then start putting the process together to push your vision. Don't let anybody tell you that it's going to be dumb. It's going to be
Right.
stupid. Why would you do this? Why on this day? Why on that day? It is your vision, not
Right.
anybody else's. And they
No,
have to
no.
understand that too. Some people don't, but it's okay. Love them anyway. You continue to do your thing because that
Do
is
your
your vision.
thing.
And whatever your vision is, it's going to bless somebody. So I'm just
Show
letting
enough.
you know this is what happens. My birthday party, I got everybody's videos on YouTube, and I'm telling you, you want to see something about the name Jesus from Mr. Spence?
Ooh.
You go on there,
Ooh. Ooh.
Sinastra's birthday party, and you'll see it. And you're gonna be like, "Is that Al? Was it Ransom Allen?" Yeah,
Oh,
they could be
that's
twins.
ranch.
Trying to tell you, but anyway, we love y'all, and you
Yes, we
guys
do. Yes, we
are
do.
blessed and keep cool. Keep cool. It's hot out there.
Try
Well,
to.
hot in PA.
Try
I
to.
don't know about
Look,
India.
if y'all got a swimming pool, I like invites.
You
I
know
like
what?
swimming pools.
He is touching God's way, y'all.
Look, I have a vision of dipping my toes in cold water right now.
But I'm
Look,
Celeste G, y'all, and
and
I'm
you already know it's the elder. Y'all be good. Y'all be blessed. We're gonna catch y'all next Sunday. All
all
right,
right.
y'all.
Talk to y'all soon.